The voice of the Twin Tiers. News Channel 25, WVTT. Depend on it.
Taking our first look at WVTT weather. Earlier this afternoon, we managed to get up to 11 degrees with snow flurries and even a snow shower around. Now, we're going to be seeing some additional snow flurries overnight tonight. Tonight's low temperature, 6. And during the daytime tomorrow on Thursday, cloudy skies, a snow shower mixed in with some snow flurries here and there. And the high will get all the way up to 12 degrees, Alexa.
Yep, I mean, it was a warm-up from yesterday, though.
That's right. I was mentioning earlier on, we ended up with a frozen pipe over at the house, one that was on an exterior wall. My daughter's bathroom sink isn't working tonight, so if yours haven't frozen yet, you might want to take a few extra precautions, because I definitely got hit with that last night.
Yeah, well, mine haven't frozen yet, so
there you go.
That's a good thing.
We'll have complete weather details from Chief Forecaster Rod Tanner coming up on WVTT.
Global news update on WVTT.
In Israel, it looks like victory, but only just for Benjamin Netanyahu's Likud party. The prime minister is promising to form a broad coalition after Israel's general elections appeared to leave his right-wing party neck and neck with the center left. CNN's Atika Schubert reports.
Who is Yair Lapid? A former journalist, talk show host, amateur boxer, listed among Israel's sexiest men. And after Tuesday's election, Lapid is also the newest, brightest star on the political scene. His party, Yesh Atid, winning an astonishing 18 seats in parliament, an upset that makes Lapid the most wanted partner in any coalition.
The state of Israel is standing in front of uneasy challenges. We're facing economic crises that threaten to destroy the Israeli middle class, facing a world that will boycott us because of the diplomatic freeze, and facing the breakdown of social equality. There is only one way that we can face those challenges: together.
But what do Lapid and his party stand for?
Together with you, we can change the priorities in this country.
Yesh Atid translates into there is a future. The party's platform, however, is decidedly domestic. Affordable housing, improving education, and their hot-button issue, putting an end to the exemption from mandatory military service for ultra-Orthodox Jews. There is much less on how to resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, but in interviews, Lapid has proposed Israel should give up much of the West Bank while retaining control of Jerusalem. For many Israeli voters, Lapid represents the modern secular voice of Israel, and his strong showing in the polls brings the center back into Israeli politics. Benjamin Netanyahu remains the front-runner to be prime minister, but Yair Lapid now has the political clout to choose between becoming the key partner in a Netanyahu-led coalition or leading the opposition. Either way, after this election night, Yair Lapid and Yesh Atid are a new force to be reckoned with. Atika Schubert, CNN, Jerusalem.
Ever since the horrific school shooting in Newtown, Connecticut, gun control has been a hot topic. Now comes word of a Missouri lawmaker who wants any parent who owns a gun to notify their child's school. Elizabeth Matthews talks to lawmakers about the proposal, as well as parents.
It's the next idea in a long list of proposed ideas for gun control, making it mandatory for parents to notify their children's schools about their gun supply. State Senator Maria Chappelle-Nadal says she wants the violence in schools to stop, and this is just one different idea that no one's brought up.
Encourages parents to make sure they store their guns safely in their homes. It also gives the school districts the opportunity to help encourage gun safety in the community and in the household.
We headed to a high school basketball game to see just how parents would feel if they had to inform their school if they are gun owners.
I agree with it. We need to know because a lot of parents aren't governing their homes properly.
Most parents say the bill doesn't focus the attention on the right parents.
It concerns me a bit because I think the parents that would have no problem registering their guns aren't the ones you have to worry about.
The principal of Brentwood High says the information may help the police more than the school district. And what about blaming a parent for guns in their house that they don't even know about?
Maybe a student obtaining a weapon without the parent even knowing about it.
I understand what they're trying to do, but making us notify them if we have guns is not going to deter the behavior, what makes people do what they do with guns.
An Oregon man is charged tonight with using a spy camera about the size of a pen to spy on his coworker as she used a breast pump. Abby Gibb reports.
He tried to hide his face, but police say Russell Gordon can't hide from what they believe he's done.
There was no other suspect but this man on video, quite clearly setting this pen in the area.
Police say they caught Gordon red-handed, placing a camera in the shape of a pen on his 29-year-old coworker's desk.
It was positioned in such a way that it was set up to film where she was sitting and what she was doing.
Capturing the most intimate of actions, this victim pumping in the privacy of her office. Gordon has worked for more than a decade at MB&G as the IT manager. The victim noticed the out-of-place pen last Friday and quickly made the horrific discovery. Police won't say how long the pen had been there or how many videos were on it. We talked to the company president today who says, "We have all felt victimized. When the trust is gone, we're left shocked." They're currently doing an electronic sweep of the entire office to see if there could be any other of these cameras. Police still wonder if there also could be more victims.
Somebody who's into filming people using a breast pump, conceivably could be into a lot of strange things. It rates pretty high on the odd scale.
An update on Wall Street. Taking a look at WVTT's Wall Street Wrap-Up. It's sponsored by News Radio 96.7 WVTT. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up nearly 67 points, closing at 13,779. The Nasdaq up 10.5, closing at 3153.67. And the S&P is now flirting at the 1,500 mark, up a little over 2, closing at 1494.77. Coming up tonight on Twin Tiers Evening News, WVTT Sports, also our community calendar, and Chief Forecaster Rod Tanner will have the WVTT Severe Weather Action Team forecast straight ahead here on News Channel 25 WVTT.